Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, my fantastic family and friends? It is your boy, Mr. Dominique, a.k.a. the Scorpio King, baby. I'm right back at you with another episode of Dom's World from right up top. Ba, 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 ba. You know my routine, family. You got your world, and I got mine. So let's get right into chopping it up this lovely morning. And what's on the chopping block? Dark Night of the Soul. Okay? Dark Night of the Soul. I have seen a lot of videos of talking about the Dark Night of the Soul. I've even had a family member ask me to talk about this a while ago. So, family member, if you're seeing this now, you know who you are. I apologize it took me so long to do this video. But better late than never, right? So here we are. And hey, quite possibly, timing is everything. And I may feel like I'm late, but it may be right on time for you. Okay, so the Dark Night of the Soul. Let's talk about this, okay? Dark Night of the Soul. What is a Dark Night of the Soul experience? Well, based off, the videos I've listened to and a little bit of research I've done on it, it's an isolated period of healing, okay? It's an isolated period of healing. It's a transformation during a dark time in your life. Okay, so it's an isolated period of healing, which means you're going to either actually be alone while you're going through this, or you're going to feel like you are alone while you're going through this. No matter how many people are around you, no matter if you're married, with children, in a relationship, it doesn't matter what's going on around you, who's technically with you and how they're with you, you're going to feel like you are going through what you're going through all alone. And there's not a single person who understands you, who feels you. You're just going to feel alone, period. Okay, you're going to feel alone. So a Dark Night of the Soul is an isolated period of healing. It is a transformation during a dark time in your life. Okay, so let's talk about what can lead us to this experience. What can lead us into experiencing the Dark Night of the Soul? All right. Based off videos I've watched and listened to, I'm gonna give you a few things that I think can lead to it, but I'm gonna give you my experience that led me to it. Okay, so when it comes to the Dark Night of the Soul, some of the things that can lead you to having this experience, an isolated period of healing or a transformation during the dark time in your life, it can be when you are working a job that you don't like for years. Okay, you could be getting up every single day of your life, going to work, going to clock in at a job that absolutely makes you miserable. All right. And at some point during this time, you can have your experience of the Dark Night of the Soul. All right. Working a job that you absolutely hate for years and doing it for years, at some point you just may break, within spiritually. Something may snap within you spiritually that makes you realize you are living an unfulfilled life, and you will start to go through this transformation during this time that you are working on this job. You will realize that you don't belong here. You're not happy here. You want to move forward, do something different. And you will start to not only feel that, believe that, and quite possibly start to pursue that. Everyone changes and goes through their transformation and their metamorphosis differently, some quicker than others. But nonetheless, that's one of those things that can lead you to having the experience of a Dark Night of the Soul. All right. Another thing that can lead you down that path is experiencing bad health for years. Having bad health for years, just going in and out of a doctor's office, being told this, being told that, your body going through this, your body going through that. What quite possibly will definitely lead you to that is when you start to believe in the healing process that your body is going through. It's going to connect you to God. That's for sure. If you're going through physical health issues, if you start to lean towards God for your healing, you will go through a transformation. Your body is failing you. That's a dark time. That's a dark time in your life. If you're physically going through some health issues, that could be a dark time. But during that time, you find God, you connect with God, and you start to believe in your healing through God. That's a transformation during a dark time in your life. Again, could quite possibly be an isolated period of healing for you. You may be going through it alone, but nonetheless, that is a situation that can lead you to a dark night of the soul experience. Okay. Another thing is making poor choices in life for years. Just one bad decision after the next, whether it be with work, whether it be with how you live your life, whether it be with who you date, whether it be with how you're out there partying and kicking it and doing whatever, poor choice after poor choice, bad decision after bad decision can lead to you having an isolated period of healing, can lead to a transformation during a dark time in your life. Poor decisions back to back for years will definitely walk you up on the doors of the dark night of the soul. Definitely. So it's these type of things that we as human beings do that can definitely lead us to having this experience. Okay. Some of us have this experience and we don't even know what it is. But so today you may be learning for the first time that you are experiencing a dark night of the soul right now. You're in the midst of it. You're at the beginning of it. Who knows? Now I'm going to share with you my experience, which is also could be a lot of other people's experience to have a dark night of the soul experience. When your belief system gets challenged, when everything you believed in, when everything you thought was real, when everything you thought was the way of life, when everything that you once thought was facts gets challenged. Okay, this happens for a lot of people as well, too. A lot of chosen ones go through their spiritual awakening. They have their dark night of the soul when everything they once believed in they start to realize like, whoa, wait a minute. This isn't what I thought it was. This isn't what they told me. This isn't how they told me it would be. When everything that you thought was philosophy and fact and a way of life starts to be unraveled right before your very eyes. That is a dark night of the soul experience as well, too. That was mine. Now, I've experienced, realizing I'm unhappy where I work at. I've experienced making a lot of bad decisions back to back, for a couple years or whatnot. I've experienced, relationship issues. I've experienced a lot of things, but they didn't quite lead me to my dark night of the soul experience. But my awakening, for me personally, was when my way of life was challenged, when I started to see the world differently than the way I thought it was. That led me personally through my dark night of the soul experience. When my ego got stomped on, so a lot of times, our ego, who we see ourselves to be and who we think we are and who we feel we know we are, we realize that that's not who we are. And something happens in life, we get humbled. That can lead you to a dark night of the soul experience as well, too. When your ego gets checked, when you get humbled in life. Now, understand that a dark night of the soul experience is going through all these things and finding yourself at the end of it. Finding yourself within it. That's the dark night of the soul experience. You're not having a dark night of the soul experience if you come up on these things, you face these things, and you run from them. You avoid them. You fail these challenges. And the only way to fail them is to quit and avoid them and run from them, okay? So right now, a lot of you are having a dark night of the soul experience, and you can overcome it because you should. Because from it, you will find who you really are, who you're supposed to be. You will find fulfillment. That's the whole purpose of going through it. It's a transformation during a dark time in your life. A transformation means you have to transform. You have to become something different. And a lot of times that means becoming something more, not something less. Do you understand me? Your dark night of the soul experience, you will become a better human being because of it. You will become smarter, stronger, wiser because you went through it, okay? A good example of this for a lot of chosen ones is when you're a Christian and you become more spiritual than you are a Christian. A lot of times that happens because of a dark night of the soul experience. A lot of times that happens because of a spiritual awakening. A lot of times that happens because as a Christian, you become awakened. You get humbled, because a lot of times, and I'm not picking on Christians, but a lot of times Christians tend to look down on people. They become saved and forget what it's like to just be a person, a human being. They forget that they used to make those same mistakes that they condemning everybody else for. So a lot of times the chosen ones have a dark night of the soul experience by becoming more spiritual than they are Christian. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So in closing, I saw a quote that I thought was very cool. I didn't catch who the quote was by, but it was related to a dark night of the soul experience. The quote went like this: "The endurance of darkness is preparation for great light." I didn't catch who said that, because I saw there was a name up under it, but I missed it. But I remembered the quote. The endurance of darkness is preparation for great light. Understand that the word endurance means enduring. Okay? Definition of endurance is enduring an unpleasant process without giving up. Endurance is to endure an unpleasant process without giving up. What does enduring mean? Enduring is another word for long lasting. So the endurance of darkness is preparation for great light. Long lasting in the darkness is preparation for great light. When you can last in the darkness, when you can come out of that darkness and you can actually go through that transformation, and you can come out of that transformation during that dark time, there will be great light within you. Your dark night of the soul experience is to take that light that's dark within you and make it more light. There will always be darkness within you. There will always be darkness within you. But your dark night of the soul experience will teach you how to control the darkness within you. It will teach you to acknowledge the darkness within you. It will teach you to master the darkness within you. It will teach you to face the darkness within you, overcome the darkness within you, embrace whatever darkness within you, understand who you are, face who you are, know who you are, and master it. Mastery of oneself is the highest goal that we can achieve. Control of your mind, your thoughts, your emotions. Those are superpowers. Boom, goes the dynamite. You want superpowers? Get control of your mind. Get control of your thoughts. Get control of your emotions. Evolve, grow, stretch spiritually. Those are superpowers. Your dark night of the soul is an experience that you want to face head on. It's an experience that you want to face head on. Do not avoid it. Do not run from it. Do yourself a favor and endure the process. Trust the process, and you will become powerful because of the process. Again, the endurance of darkness is preparation for great light. What is the dark night of the soul? What is that experience? That experience is going through an isolated period of healing. You may be alone, you may feel alone, but it is an isolated period of healing that will make you stronger, smarter, wiser because of it, if you can endure it, if you can long last through it. It is transformation during the dark times. That's a dark night of the soul. You got this. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for all notifications, like and share your boy videos. I'm Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, saying peace, one love, stay blessed, keep your vibrations up. Namaste, family. And like I say, a dark night of the soul is an isolated period of healing. It is transformation during the darkness. All right? Embrace it, accept it, step up to the challenge. You got this. You can endure this. If you want to be better, stronger, smarter, wiser, endure this, okay? I'm out.